And following on from that, this is directly as well. I mean, it's immediate cause and effect. This is why it's a sin and it's solipsism to think you can choose your own value. You don't choose your value. You choose your price. Absolutely. You get to say what you will and you will not sell something for, whether it's product or service. Absolutely. You 100% get the right to do that. What you do not have the right or the ability to do is to say to someone else, but this is only worth so much to you. Now, I mean, objectively, I could say to a client, there's no point in engaging me to write this sales letter because it won't make you the kind of money you want to make. You're selling paper clips. Yeah. That I can say, but what I cannot say is what the intangibles might be if he or she has an outcome. Because it might be as simple as they want the kudos of having said they work with the evil boy genius to write their sales letter. You know?
Often it can be that.
And it can be. I mean, I'm not suggesting that anyone's ever said that about me, but they've certainly said it about Dan Kennedy.
Yeah. Just to say they have.
Yeah. And that is a valid thing. When you don't get to choose how other people view the value of what you sell. You just don't. You can't. You don't have the ability or the right to do so. So when we've got that guy who emailed me today, one of our guys, who just had his best month ever in his showroom. 25K net profit on a turnover of 85 grand. That's a huge margin. So about 30%.
Yeah, far higher than
in a showroom, which is opened in July in the middle of a fucking pandemic. If people can see those results, let me read it out actually, because I'm justifiably proud of this fucking result we got for him. He's done the work, but we showed him how to do it. So if you're listening to the fucking podcast, listen to this and then think, shit, why am I not working with these guys? He said, just had a record month for the showroom since it started in June last year. Brackets, considering we are shut and can't let anyone in, close brackets. 85K turnover, 41K gross profit, 25K net profit. So almost 50% gross profit and about 30% net. In a pandemic, in a showroom, he can't let anyone in. When he can get people in there, it's going to go fucking nuts.
Yeah, gangbusters, fucking gangbusters. He's put his head down. He's listened to exactly the shit we spout. He's implemented it in an incredible, admirable way. And we get sent the shit that he uses. Can't speak about it too much because I think he once said,
you want to know this stuff, you fucking pay us.
Yeah, he was like, tell me if anyone in my area that does these things wants to get involved.
Oh, here's the thing, you see.
He said he'd pay more, didn't he? I'll pay more to stop him coming into the group.
Yeah, he did. And people listening to this might take umbrage because we won't share this, but I'll be fucking upfront about it. You want that level of detail from us, you pay us. Because that's what he's doing, and he's just done his fucking record month at 25K net profit on a showroom he can't even have anybody in, opened in June. So, that's the kind of results we can get for people because of the way we do things. Now, the reason I mention him is because he's selling, for instance, bathrooms at 7K, which other people sell at 4K. Like for like, they're equivalent. May even be the same bathrooms, I don't know. The reason he can do that is he's broken this link between the thing and what he charges for it. Most people will say, oh, that's got to be 4K because it maybe cost me 3K to provide it. Making more than £1,000 profit is somehow wrong. And other people aren't making that. Therefore, the going rate is 4K. Bullshit. It's bollocks. I want to charge 7K for it, and he does. And no one has the right to say that's not worth 7K to that person who's just paid it. You were done. No, you weren't. You can't. This is the thing. You cannot possibly be cheated if you sign a contract, assuming the contract is honoured, because a contract requires three things to be valid in law. One is full disclosure, two is consent, and three is consideration. Meaning it has to be, something has to go both ways. Well, when a bathroom is sold, there is consideration. Bathroom goes one way, the cash goes the other. All right. The full disclosure, well, that's just everything's up front. There's nothing hidden. Those things are pretty much a given. You know, very few people cheat on that kind of thing. The important word here is consent. The seller has consented to sell that bathroom for 7K, and the buyer has said, yeah, I see what I'm getting with full disclosure. I consent to give you 7K. That's the consideration I'm prepared to pay back your way. You cannot, as long as then the bathroom installer does what he says he's going to do, you cannot possibly be ripping someone off because there is consent involved. Now, stupid people don't understand this because they assume, oh, I can decide that that's worth only 4K because that's what other people are charging, and you shouldn't pay more for that. Well, you know, you want to think that way, fine, but you don't get to decide for other people. You don't get to tell someone that's not worth 7K, therefore you can't pay it or you can't charge it. That's none of your fucking business. Go fuck off, sling your hook. And people are really stupid when it comes to pricing.
Yeah,